3-0 in our DraftKings Pick 6 inaugural video. Let's get after some more. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig Bennett, aka CashKeg, and that's right, we're back with a DraftKings Pick 6 video. We're going to dive into 3 plays for this NFL Thursday night slate with the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. And hey, if you don't have that DraftKings Pick 6 account, make sure you use that promo code CashKeg. Download that new DraftKings Pick 6 account now. Use that promo code CashKeg. New customers to play $5 get $50 and Pick 6 credits guaranteed, plus 1 month of NFL Plus Premium. Offer expires 9/19. So again, use that promo code CashKeg. I will put a link in the description below, and we'll dive in and talk a little bit. But that first video was WNBA. Again, these videos are for free. I'm going to dump them in here. We were Alicia Gray under 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. We hit that one. Sabali under 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. We hit that one. And Elena Smith under 9.5 points. Even though we sweated that one a little bit, we hit that one as well. But let's talk some NFL. Let's dive into it. Let's go. All right, we have the DraftKings Pick 6 desktop up here. They got a sweet mobile app you can download as well. Like always, I have partnered up with these guys, going to give you picks, going to give you videos, articles. We got everything over at Daily Edge Sports as well to check it out. We have a whole tool set here. So if you go to on our website at dailyedgesports.com, hit DK Pick 6. As you can see, this is a video that I dropped. You can go check this out on WNBA yesterday. And then we got a few articles that have dropped. So if you want to go to this landing page on our site, it is completely free. And you can kind of see where you can play and everything with that. So if we head on over there and check out our tool, we also have a tool that kind of pulls in all of our projections that we pull in with the lines that are up over at DraftKings Pick 6. So their projections that they have set on this football game. This is a little bit different. Again, you're playing more peer-to-peer here. This is which makes it a little bit more fun. You can play 2 up to 6 picks. And we're going to dive into 3 plays that I do like here for this Thursday night football action. I'll dive into each one of them, give you the reasoning why I like it, and we'll go from there. So first one we're going to go look at, we're going to dive into reception yards. And I think this play is one that I was on game 1. They looked pretty bad, you know, with Gabe Davis moving on with Buffalo Bills, and of course, yeah, you know, Mr. Disgruntled himself going over to Houston and Diggs. I think I like Shakir at 40.5 reception yards. This projection feels a little bit too light for me. He did catch 3 balls in Arizona for 42 reception yards. He had a monster game against Miami back on January 7th of last year where he caught 105 reception yards on 6 targets with 6 receptions. Now, I'm not expecting something monster like that, but until these other guys get going, and the rookie and Coleman, and Samuel, and these guys kind of get going a little bit, I really like Shakir in the slot. He gets the best matchup out of all of them as well, with Hollins and Coleman on the outside. Didn't see a whole lot of Kincaid either. It was kind of just MIA in that game against Arizona, which was kind of odd because he did so well last year. But this projection feels a little light. He's got, again, the best matchup on the board here. Don't have to worry about Ramsey on the outside. Probably be on either Coleman or Hollins. Even though Buffalo does run the ball more with offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey at the helm, if Miami gets up early here at home, they're going to have to chuck the ball a little bit. And Shakir, 40.5 receptions yards, feels a little light with this projection. We're going to go more than that. Next play we're going to look at, we're going to dive right in. And I kind of liked James Cook at the 19.5 reception yards. I feel like that line, that projection has moved up a little bit. That's something that, where this projection at when it first opened, I think it was at 17.5, but at 19.5, it feels a little heavy there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to head on over and look at receptions. And this projection at 2.5 feels just a little bit light for us. If we head on over to and kind of see what we have for Cook and the projections we have over at Daily Edge Sports here, and we're kind of looking at just right there, projections at 2.56 receptions at the 2.5. Again, we got a projection for 23.05 reception yards. So if you wanted to go that route, I think there's a little bit of meat left on the bone there. But I still think reception-wise, with that receiving core still being a little bit sus and not really knowing where they're going to go with it, I do think the receptions might be the way to go with him. Caught all 3 of the targets he had last week and hitting, 3 of 3 there. Last 3 games of last year, 3, 4, and 4 against Miami, Pittsburgh, and KC. He had 4 targets in that game against Miami. So if you wanted to go receptions, or if you want to follow our projections that we have for receiving yards, it's 23. There's a little bit of meat left on the bone there. I'm okay with either one of those. It just depends on what you feel comfortable with. So those are the 2 plays I like on the Buffalo side. And then if we head on over and go to the Miami side of things, I talked a little bit about the receiving yards in a different video that I did. I won't bring the same play up, but I talked about it with Tyreek Hill. I'm not going to talk about it here, but you can check out a different video where I kind of talk about Tyreek Hill and what I think they kind of do with him. I think we're going to go back to receptions here, and if they kind of slow him down in terms of the deep ball, I think we're going to see, maybe this is a Waddle game here. 4.5 receptions. He caught 5 last week against Jacksonville and all 5 targets that he did have. And if we kind of go back and look a little bit in 2023, he had some big games here. Against the Jets, he had 8 receptions in both of those games. It's kind of a bend, don't break defense. So, if we get some nice passes over the middle for Waddle, I feel like that's a little bit too light. I think Hill, the receptions at 6.5 is a little bit too light on that projection as well. So I kind of lean more than 4.5 on Waddle, 6.5 here. If we go to our tool and just kind of see where we are at with Waddle, come on over here. We have a 5.36 as a projection for receptions for 72 yards. Again, that line being 4.5. It's almost 1 higher. So I'm going to go more than 4.5 receptions with him. And those are the kind of top 3 plays that I like here. And as you can tell, one of the things that they do over here at DraftKings Pick 6 that I like is you're basically have a prize pool. So depending on how others do if you're playing 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 total picks, you're going to see a range down here. So you're going to see a spot where, if you get all 3 of these right, you're going to be guaranteed 3x your payout. I know it's that high, but you can also go up to 6x, just depending on, how everyone else does. If there's a very common pick among people within a 2-man or 3-man and it fails, then you're going to split a bigger portion of that prize pool. And so that's where it's a little bit different and it's a little confusing for some, but I really like it. It's one of my favorite sites to play on, especially with NFL on those big Sundays. But Thursday night football and these island games, we've absolutely crushed. Again, going 22-4 in week 1 over these videos. And hopefully this helps you out as well. So I appreciate you guys. Again, if you do not have that DraftKings Pick 6 account, download that thing. Use promo code CashKeg. And if you're a new customer, again, play $5, get $50 and Pick 6 credits guaranteed, plus 1 month of NFL Plus Premium. That offer expires on 9/19. And also, you can also get a free month of Daily Edge Sports Elite membership with that if you are also a first-time depositor there as well. So with that, appreciate you guys. Like always, I'll see you on the flip side. Deuces.